Hey everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review, and today's review is in association with tformers.com, your #1 news source for everything Transformers. And today we're going to take a look at the new Transformers Hero Masters Soundwave figure from Hasbro. This figure comes in your standard Hero Masters type window box packaging. You've got the little conglomerate image of a figure showing Bumblebee's head, Optimus Prime's body, Megatron's arm, so on and so forth on the side. It tells us that we can mash up with Sideswipe's arm, which is included with this figure, and then the Transformers logo on the side and the name of the figure down at the bottom. Then on the back we have a picture of Soundwave, and he says, "What, really? Roar! I mean, roar! Silly Dinobot parts." And then it shows us a picture of the Soundwave figure with mix and match parts from other figures. So we've got Soundwave as the body, Optimus Prime's leg, Jetfire's arm, Rodimus Prime's leg, and Dinobot Slug's other leg. Okay, so let's get this figure open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside of the packaging, and as you can tell, this is based on Soundwave's G1 design, the cassette Sony Walkman player. You've got your traditional Soundwave colors with the blue and reds and gray colors, black feet. He comes with his shoulder cannon, and then he's got a hand cannon just like the G1 toy. He's got the little play buttons underneath his cassette door. The door does not open on this one, and the cassette door is just painted plastic. It's not translucent or anything like the G1 toy or anything like that. One thing to note, I don't know why, but they've not included any kind of Decepticon decals on this one. I don't know why they didn't put one on his chest, but there is no Decepticon symbols on this particular figure. Previous Masher figures we've looked at with Megatron and Starscream both had Decepticon logos, but this one does not for some reason. So as I mentioned, the figure comes with his kind of traditional looking, somewhat traditional looking blaster. It has a firing rocket. You just push the button on the top and it fires the rocket. Fires it pretty far. I don't know why, but they included this really long handle, which is actually kind of bent, and it looks like it's that way in the picture, so I assume that it's supposed to be that way. And you can hold it in either hand, or you can stick it in various holes located on the body if you want. Then he also comes with his shoulder cannon. He's got the little red missiles in it. And this basically is primarily made to stick on one of the holes in his back. You just kind of stick it in there at a diagonal or at an angle so it sits on his shoulder. And there's not really any articulation or anything to it. You can also, like if you wanted to, you could have it posed so it's like sticking on his waist, which, you know, is not really something you did with the original toy, but it looks kind of cool. You can also, I mean, again, just kind of stick it on various places on his body if you wanted to, though it tends to start looking kind of funny in other places. You could even, if you wanted to, have him hold it as a gun, but again, it kind of looks silly as a gun. And it's got basically 2 pegs on it, so you can plug it in here or here, however you want, basically. Besides the 2 traditional weapons that Soundwave, you typically expect from Soundwave, he also comes with, as I mentioned when we were looking at the packaging, he comes with Sideswipe's arm. And I don't think they've released a Sideswipe Masher yet, but I guess they're going to at some point. And then he also comes with this strange looking gun, which is black, red, and gold. I don't know if this is supposed to belong to another figure. Looks like the colors of like the Dinobot Slug, so I don't know if this is supposed to really be a weapon for him, but it actually breaks apart into 3 different pieces, so you can plug it in like that, and then if you want, the Soundwave can also hold it as a gun. So the figure stands at just about 6.5 inches tall. He's in pretty good scale with the other mashers, the other G1 mashers. Megatron's a little bit taller, which is how he should be, and he's about the same height as Starscream, so you can see all three of them here together. Articulation on this figure is pretty standard with what you would expect from the Masters line. Most of the joints are attached with the pegs on hinge type joints, such as the head here. So, so you can pull them apart and everything and mix and match the pieces. But the head has good rotation. Now, with my particular figure, this particular joint this hinge on the neck is actually kind of loose. But he does have pretty good up and down movement, and he can look left and right. The arms are attached with ball hinge joints. They're not removable at the shoulder. The arms are not removable at the shoulder, which is typical with the Masher line. Ball hinge joint there at the elbow, so you can bend his elbow about that much. No wrist articulation on these. No midsection articulation. The legs again are attached with the ball hinge joints, so he's got good movement at the legs. Can do the splits pretty good. You can pull them apart there at the legs. Same with the knee. Now mine, the knee joints are kind of tight, but he's got pretty good bending at the knee, and he's got rotation there at the knee as well. No ankle articulation on this one at all. And then he's got 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. As you know, with the Masher line, the whole idea behind it is you can disassemble the figure and mix and match pieces with other figures. So this is Soundwave completely disassembled. So you can put whatever head you want. So we can stick Megatron's head on Soundwave's body if you wanted to. Here's the sideswipe arm that Soundwave comes with. You can put Starscream's wings on his back. Then you can attach the legs if you want. So that's my review. Like I always say with these Masher reviews, this is obviously a line geared more towards younger kids, but I still think it's kind of a cool line that collectors can get into as well, especially if it's a line you want to share with your kids. I like the overall look of this figure. It looks very much like the G1 counterpart. Fits in well with the other G1 Decepticons that they've released so far. The only thing, I do wish they had included the Decepticon logo on his chest. I think it would have looked better with the Decepticon logo there, but otherwise I think it looks pretty good. This figure is on shelves now, so basically just look anywhere you find the Mashers sold. You should be able to find this one. And that's my review, and until next time, I'll catch you later.